So this is a fantastic course, and every year we kind of hit reset and do different things. And our experience is the real learning happens in the lab. And what we've done over the years, it's sort of evolved. And if you look at courses that are put on by different societies like NAS, AANS, Joint Section, and even some of the industry-sponsored ones, there isn't really one that's dedicated truly to like lateral or oblique approaches. I've done lateral for the last 12 years, and it's really evolved. It's very cool. Unfortunately, some of the people that were supposed to come out had their flights canceled, but having said that, we're still going to do the same things that we would do if they were here, and the same approaches and the demos. And really, the key to doing, I think, for me, lateral or oblique is really understanding the anatomy. And we spent all day yesterday and yesterday afternoon. We have a nice specimen, and I've got the lumbar plexus we have it completely dissected out. The ilioinguinal nerve, obturator, femoral. You can see the relationships between the diaphragm, the psoas, all that stuff. So that's what we're going to do. And I kind of wanted to give a quick introduction. And Dr. Abdul-Jabbar is one of the faculty members here this morning as well. And then the other guys are rolling in. Is give you a little bit of an introduction about what Seattle Science Foundation is very quickly. How many ortho and how many orthopedic surgeons do we have in the room? Great. And then how about neuro, the rest neuro? Okay. So it's interesting, and as we've done this course, it's interesting to see, I think the neuro guys tend to do more lateral and the ortho guys tend to do more oblique. So it'll be interesting to see what your guys' experience is, but that's been our experience. Like I do a lot of lateral and then my orthopedic partners do oblique. And in our group here at Swedish, we have I've got 4 orthopedic partners, and they tend to do either A-lifts or oblique approaches, which is fine. Again, we're not trying to sell one approach over the other. This is really, I think the cool thing about this course is we got really truly the masters of doing these approaches, and then you guys get to decide. And when you go back home, I think there's true advantages to both approaches. It's not one versus the other. And the companies all try to sell it and say, use our retractor, we have a better light, we have a better system. And I just wanted to give a quick overview of SSF to everyone here, and then we'll get started and head into the lab. So Seattle Science Foundation is a facility, and the facility really is all about education. It's a nonprofit facility, and even though you walk around, you kind of see, there's a cadaver lab and we have some locker rooms, but digitally we're plugged in. And a lot of the demos and courses that we do, we put everything out there. It's on YouTube, it's on Facebook, it's on Instagram. So, if you miss a lecture, if you don't get something, we also have an app that we just started this year, and all the demos and everything's on there. And I think we're giving whoever, if you registered, I think you get access to the app. So if you need access and haven't got it, let me know. I'll get you access. And again, we sort of do a lot. It's kind of the foundation is very focused on doing high-level education. And using technology to do that. And Dr. Chapman just walked in. He's one of our orthopedic partners here. And you can see, and again, the cool thing is that all of it is online. It's you have access to it. We record all the demos. And literally, we work with all institutions. We're national, international, different organizations. And we've built this huge network now, and it's really cool because we'll have surgeons, I'll do a demo with Amir, and we'll have someone from China, basically, trying to get information and do stuff. And what does everyone have these days? Everyone's got a phone, right? So we just put everything out there. And I've learned a lot from surgeons in other countries. So from India, Pakistan, you name it, they get in contact with us. And then here's a little bit of our app. And you can go in there. It's called the Seattle Science Foundation app, and you can download it. And again, if you register today, we're supposed to give you a free subscription and a login. The main thing about today is you're supposed to have fun and learn a lot. So with that, we're going to go ahead I'm going to head over to the lab, and we're going to start our first demo. And the first demo is going to be about doing an anterior column reconstruction, but I'm not going to do the entire thing. I'm just going to go through what I think are the key steps, and then I'll try to save the specimen so one of you guys can do it. And then from there, Dr. Tubbs is going to come in later, and we have a specimen that we have dissected out, and we'll show the lumbar plexus. So give me a couple minutes, and then I'm going to go in the lab, and then we're going to go ahead and get started. And then one other thing is Dr. Abdul-Jabbar is going to kind of go over the setup of the lab. But basically, we have stations in the afternoon, and we have all the major companies that do lateral and oblique approaches. So you'll be able to change into scrubs. We have a women's and men's locker room. Lee, can we put that intro video just about where everything is and where you can get access? So we're going to play a video, and then I'm going to quickly run into the lab, and then Dr. Abdul-Jabbar is going to moderate the ACR demo that I'm going to do. Great.
So again, I'm Amir Abdul-Jabbar. I'm one of the new faculty here. Just want to thank you guys all for coming. I did not make it home last night. I was here stuck in the snow, so I'm happy to be here with you, and I'm glad you guys could all make it. We'll have fun. Like I said, unfortunately, we weren't able to get all the faculty here that came in from other parts of the country. But I'm going to try and look through some of their lectures, see if maybe we can go through some of those topics as well, even though they aren't here to present them. We'll have kind of a free-form schedule because probably the majority of the faculty that were scheduled to be here weren't able to make it. So we're all familiar with the topics, but again, they're their talks, so maybe a little disjointed, but we'll do our best for you, all right? Thanks for coming.